The gaming industry is quickly turning into one of the most profitable in the world with an estimated value of over $300 billion. There's a high market value. It'd be safe to assume that the industry is doing great right now. Gaming studios are being bought and sold for ludicrous amounts of money. There's an ample amount of technology available that lets developers create high-quality titles with stunning graphics, amazing FPS, servers with more people than ever before, and all this amazing stuff. So, we're all enjoying it and everyone's happy, right? Well, no, the state of the gaming industry right now is actually really, really rough. It's definitely booming, but it's crumbling under its immense success. AAA studios are locked in this mindset of their next game has to gross $1 billion at minimum, be the next esport everyone enjoys for generations to come, take up at least 200 gigabytes on your console or PC so you can't have any storage space to download anyone else's games, and you're constantly searching for a new hard drive or something to just increase your memory. With developers competing to see who can add the most addictive microtransactions with skins, battle passes, and emotes instead of competing to see who can make the best game, gamers are left endlessly scrolling their libraries trying to figure out which game is in a late enough season to where it might be playable for a few weeks, and then if it's not, going to the store and trying to figure out what they want to gamble $70 on, and hope that maybe in a 3-month span it's enjoyable. It's like it's just an investment at this point, not actually buying a game. When did we enter this endless mess of monetization and incomplete games anyway? What happened to our favorite series and characters like Halo? What happened to games where you could just load up a mission and have fun and it was endlessly replayable and fun? Why is everything just so buggy and unplayable? Why is it like this? Well, I have a theory about this. Because the gaming industry is flooded with money, developers feel like they're at a point where if they do not produce the greatest, most profitable game, they're done. And in some cases, that's true. The developers of Gollum and the latest Saints Row game, they went under because their games were so bad and they didn't make enough money off of it. So it is possible, but it seems like game developers never seem to hurt from a poor performing game. It's almost preferable to release a game half finished and bugged than it is to release one that runs smoothly. Game developers always try to sell us the same story. They tell us the game they produce is going to be super expensive to make and it's going to take years to develop. The game needs to be super profitable to offset the cost of making it, so we're going to put in a little store on the side for some cosmetics, and don't worry, the microtransactions are just to, support the studio, keep the game running, just, nothing terrible. The game releases, and all of a sudden, the only thing that actually works in the game is the store, and the store is loaded with hundreds of items and all this stuff, and the actual game and the stuff you have access to is not really fun. Microtransactions have always been a thing in games for years now. We've seen them forever, but they weren't always as greedy as they were now. Game developers have shifted from making games with rewarding progression and selling things like map packs and weapon packs to releasing a minuscule amount of free content and monetizing the progression, cosmetics, and rewarding activities. Developers are more focused on waving flashy cosmetics and shiny mediocre items than anything else. Almost every AAA game is going to wave some sort of advertisement in your face as soon as you log in. Go into Call of Duty, you'll be met with an advertisement on every screen trying to get you to buy the battle pass and don't miss out on this limited edition cosmetic pack. While the gameplay is the exact same as the one that released last year. You have to it's like you have to close out of every single advertisement before you can even get to the main menu. It's ridiculous. And it might as well just be like a themed extension of the Microsoft Store. There's more store pages than there is content in any Call of Duty game lately. Destiny 2 will try to sell you 100 brand new Eververse cosmetics alongside their one new weekly mission you will do for 20 weeks in a row, and claim it takes too long to make new content and it's too much work to do a vendor reset. Because, it's too much work to produce content everyone can enjoy, but it's not a problem to reduce an armor set that costs $35 and does nothing, because, that makes sense, right? Apex Legends will cost you $780 worth of Apex coin if you want to unlock every legend. EA wants to tell your employer just, hey, send us your paycheck directly so they can re-release the same sports game every year alongside hundreds of dollars in microtransactions to build your dream team. That'll be obsolete next year when they release the new game with the new number next to it next year, even though it's the exact same stuff. The game that was advertised with flawless 60 FPS gameplay, stunning graphics, and next-gen features is always just, okay, mediocre at best. Gamers complain, hey, this game is nothing like what was promised in the trailer. This is not what I wanted to pay for. And, leave bad reviews, post all over social media. Wow, this game sucks. Wow, the developers really dropped the ball on this one. So that would naturally mean, well, the backlash, the game is dead and the studio's not doing well, right? Well, we all complain about the trend of half-finished games and, it continues. We all go back to searching something new to play and we always are like, I hope one of these times the trend will be broken. There's tons of videos you can find about how modern games are terrible and all Just stuff complaining about, it's terrible, gamers are being taken advantage of, it's miserable. But I think it's time we ask the question: is releasing an unfinished game more profitable than releasing a polished, finished product? Let's really go into depth in this. Just bear with me. Think about when the concept of a battle pass and seasonal model first arrived in gaming. The game that really made that stuff popular was Fortnite. With every season bringing in notable characters from things like Marvel movies and other games, it kept people hooked. Everyone wanted to hop in with their favorite character from, their favorite series, and it worked well. Games like Fortnite and PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds showed the gaming industry just how easy it is to make money. Minimal content with just, one or two maps, a pool of weapons that's, maybe like 15 or 16 weapons to use, monetize everything like skins, make some boxes you have to unlock, do everything you can to monetize everything that's remotely related to customization, combine that with that sweet feeling of seeing yourself being the last man standing out of 100 people, and it's instant money. Everyone's going to hop on there and love the feeling of, I just beat 99 people and I'm the best. And there's team shooters, which is a similar strategy to battle royales. Have a very basic goal, like capture a point or a flag, add a little group of characters to choose from, create an endless level grind to create some sense of progression, keep it simple and addictive, and then monetize anything remotely related to customization, and it's just easy money. It has killed any sense of originality or creativity. And as soon as one game shows that it can make money, everyone's ready to copy it. Fortnite turns into a global phenomenon, grossing millions upon millions, and everyone's like, that's it, we'll make our game a battle royale as well, because that means success. Even though, the saying, what works for someone might not work for you, apparently doesn't apply. So then we get Call of Duty Blackout, Battlefield 5 Firestorm, Fallout 76 Nuclear Winter, Forza Horizon The Limiter, and the list goes on and on and on and on and on, and all of a sudden everyone's got a battle royale, even if the game's not remotely related to that. Team Fortress 2 and Overwatch show great success. And all of a sudden, we get games like Rogue Company, Rocket Arena, Paladins, and many more short-lived, half-finished, over-monetized wastes of money that just feel like rug pulls, honestly. But what does any of this have to do with releasing an unfinished game and why it's more profitable? What these games showed is that you can make a ton of money off of minimal work and drip-feeding content. Now developers take this a step further and said, well, what if we just drip-feed content from the very start? If we sell a game for $60 that's just playable at best with insane amounts of cosmetic packs and items that do nothing while simultaneously promising a new season on the horizon that'll fix everything, priced modestly, we can make even more money. If the gameplay is just addictive enough to where people will play it, and if the battle pass or season pass or whatever promises just enough items to make the game feel that much fun or better, people will absolutely buy it. Everyone at some point has had that feeling of, well, I paid $60 for this and it's not great and I'm not really enjoying it, but I have already put $60 into this, and you know what? The Battle Pass does seem to have some pretty cool items, like, one guy killed me with that skin the other day and it looked cool, and it's only at $15, so why not? Then you do buy the Battle Pass, you unlock all your new cosmetics, and you wear them for a few weeks, and, you feel the satisfaction of, wow, this is cool. I unlocked that, and then you never touch the game again. And the developers got the money, and you got that temporary satisfaction of, well, I got to wear that skin for a little bit. There is no shortage of money to be made from a seasonal format. It doesn't matter if the game is playable or not at launch. All that matters is that there's an empty promise and a strong sense of fear of missing out that you need to buy the next season, because if you don't, you're going to miss out on all the fun everyone else is having. It's going to be the game of your dreams, and if you don't buy that next season, you're going to be missing out. There's no point to make a complete game. If a game releases completed, then okay, great. We're going to finish it in a few days and find something else to play. Streamers will stream an entire game in a day and finish it, and then be on to the next one. Why would developers make $60 a copy of their game sold when they can just make a game run buggy enough and lack just enough features to where that can be wrapped up into a new trailer, released a few months later, and make even more money? We live in a day when, people will buy anything. People are easily taken advantage of. And developers know that. Why would they make $60 once and they can make $60 and then sell a $20 pack to the same person that bought that game down the line? They can sell as many packs as they want. It's all a matter of just keeping the game alive and just kind of dangling that carrot out in front of you and saying, hey, if you just stick with us for just a few more months and buy this next content pack, it's gonna fix everything. Just trust us. And they're gonna keep doing it over and over and over again, and people are just gonna keep giving them their money. The formula for success now is to be as okay-ish as possible at launch, and just you're shooting for that 6 out of 10 rating where you can easily be like, but we're gonna fix it. Hang with us. Give us just a little more money. Developers aren't stupid. It's not an accident that everything releases half finished. If releasing a half finished game truly meant that was going to be the end of your studio and everything was going to be horrible and you're out of a job for developers, they wouldn't do it. If releasing a successful game truly meant that was the key way to make money, they would be far more focused on that. But at this day and age, it's not. It is far more profitable to look at something and say, well, we can just drip feed that in and let's just keep squeezing as many little $20, $10 packs out of those as possible, and people are going to pay for it. Everyone's got their favorite game, and it doesn't matter. Like, everyone can just squeeze out just a few more dollars out of gamers. I mean, think about it this way. You can just pay for an hour more content and 10 new items, and they're going to advertise that as this is going to last you the next 6 months, and it's going to be amazing. That's just Destiny 2. Everything else, don't get me started. Warzone, Fortnite, everything. Everyone wants to release as minimal content as possible and say, this is going to tide you over for the next few months. Trust me, it's going to make the game that much more fulfilling. So is it ever going to change? Are we ever going to go back to the classic days of buying a game that's endlessly replayable and just, wholesome fun? Are game developers going to keep releasing as close to nothing as possible and just promising the next season will be amazing? Just trust us. The next one. This isn't the one yet, but the next one we're going to have amazing stuff. It's only going to be $20. Just pay that money. The sad truth is, yeah, the only way game developers will stop with the mentality of let's release less for more money is if they stop making money from it, and that's not going to happen. Streamers and internet personalities can endlessly farm content from a game and hype up a season and make it look absolutely amazing to where people are going to buy it. If they see their favorite streamer or YouTuber playing it, they're going to want to hop on there too. Look at Call of Duty Warzone and Fortnite content on YouTube. You can search that up and scroll through endless rows and pages of videos with thumbnails like Season 5 just got crazy and new weapon, oh my gosh, and next season will be wild. News on new season, playing the new season at 3 a.m. Like just a bunch of stupid stuff. And they have millions of views. And I'm sure there's plenty of kids that are just like, oh man, I gotta get my parents to buy this for me. This is it. YouTubers and streamers can just hype up a season and make it look absolutely amazing and convince a ton of people to buy it, including you. We've also seen someone's video about a game and thought, oh hey, wow, they've made that better. I gotta hop back in. Go spend $20 on it, and the new content is just, it's enjoyable because you've been away from it for so long, and then you play it for, about a week. You absolutely get your hours in there, and then you never touch it again. The developers got their paycheck. You got the temporary satisfaction of, getting a little more money out of that game you already had, and internet personalities get the ad revenue from advertising the game. And you, the gamer, are left searching for the next game or season to buy that could make it worth your money, make it worth your time, and something you're truly going to enjoy and make lasting memories with. Developers win, streamers win, the gamer loses. In the gaming industry, the only way developers make money is if the gamer purchases the game. Developers can lie and take advantages of gamers, and to no end, as long as they get the original $60 to $70 out of you, they know you are very likely to be persuaded to come back and just, drop $5 more for that extra map, drop $5 more for that skin. Hey, look, you want to see what happens next in the story? $10 more, $10 more. They're always going to try to farm you for just that much more money. And it's super easy to lose track of how much money you spend on a game. Game developers know that. They can sell you that same reskin over and over and over for just a few dollars. Just to have that temporary satisfaction of, ooh, I'm using something shiny and new. It's so satisfying. And it's not because they need to keep their studio running. It's because they want your money. They want to make as much money as possible. And it's never ever going to stop. It's just how it is. We gotta not buy into that story that all monetization is just it's just because they need it. They don't. They make a ton of money. We got to realize what is actually essential monetization and what is taking advantage of us. Don't buy a game launched in poor shape and, expect it to be better and just keep giving them your money. Hold them accountable. We can't believe the story that, the game didn't have enough time to be made and, the funds, they might have not been there, so they just need a little more. Next season it'll be good. And it's just that promise they want you to believe. Everyone wants to play the game developers want to play the victim of, hey guys, we want it to be as successful as you. When it already is successful for them, they just want the money. And a lot of people realize that developers are just overly greedy and taking advantage of all of us trying to get as many dollars as they can. And the sad thing is, we still buy into it. We still are all out there looking for that next season of content, that next game that's just going to be as fulfilling and amazing as ever, but it's never going to be like that now until people wake up and stop falling for this scam of, well, the next season will be better, and that pass is going to, be the end-all, be-all, and it's just be so satisfying. The trend of unfinished games is going to continue for a long time. Developers will win, streamers are going to win, and the gamers are going to just keep on losing. And developers are just going to keep raking in the money until this format can stop. Right now, we are stuck in the era of less content is more money, and developers are going to fully take advantage of that until they can't no more. And honestly, I don't see a way that that's going to stop. Everyone knows that people will buy anything. Developers are not stupid. They're going to just keep selling us anything and anything all the time. So, I guess for the time being, this is the state of gaming that we're stuck in, and until developers can stop making money off of this less is more mindset, this is how stuff's going to be for a long time. So, that's about it for this video. Hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.